Good evening, everybody. It's Cutler here on the Let's Talk to Cutler broadcast. Today is March the 16th. It's Tuesday, March 16th, and it is a great day, a special day for so many reasons. You're here with Cutler on the Let's Talk to Cutler broadcast. I want to thank you all for joining me. I want to ask you this. Have you ever worried about suffering identity theft? Identity theft. Or have you ever been a victim of identity theft? I want to talk about how to bounce back from identity theft. And I just want to remind you that you can forget the counterfeits. You really can't forget the counterfeits. I want to talk about that and so many other things when we come back. But it is a Tuesday. Make sure you share the broadcast. I will be right back after this.
Let's talk to God. One more thing, like, subscribe, and share. Come on, let's talk to God.
All right, well, I'm back. It's me, Cutler, here on the Let's Talk to Cutler broadcast. It's Tuesday, the 16th of March, and I'm thankful that you all decided to come and share this time and share this space with me. I'm not going to waste your time. You all know how we do it. Only 1,800 seconds. I have to make all 1,800 of them significant. I have to make every minute matter, and every moment has to be meaningful. I have some special things that I want to talk about, but do me a favor. As you're coming into the room, go ahead and do a thumbs up on the conversation. It just says to YouTube that you enjoy the content that I upload. It says to me that you are encouraged by our conversations. Also, if you haven't done so, or if this is your first time, please subscribe to my channel. And after you subscribe, go one step further and click on that bell. You'll get notifications, and tell them that you want all notifications whenever I've uploaded new content, whenever I've gone live. So make sure that you click the bell. And then do me one more favor, just one more, you all. Please share. Please make sure that you share this channel, because I am enjoying the time that we spend each Tuesday and Thursday. Because as I see it, we are driving along the highway of life, and we are reading the billboards that we see. We're on our way to a place that's called Better, and we're reading Billboards to Better. Billboards to Better, 366 daily sources of motivation and inspiration along the highway of life. Now listen, if you don't have this book, you can run on over to my website, www.gbcutler.com, and pick it up. Or you can just run on over to Amazon, but my website will just jump you right over to that spot, to that place. And I want to say thank you all again for joining me. And again, the name of the book was Billboards to Better. That's 366 daily sources of motivation and inspiration along the highway of life. So much good stuff in here, you all. I read it every day. Yes, I know I wrote it, but I do read it every day. In a moment, I want to shout out the LTTC VIPs for the evening. Those who decided to get on and join the chat really, really early. I'm going to do that. But I want to tell you all, this has been a special day, and a few days for me, actually. One, I went and got the first part of my vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. And I'm just trying to do my part. I don't know what people's reservations may be or their individual concerns, but I'm telling you, I promote it, and I'm saying and wishing that certainly all of those of you who are joining me here on the Let's Talk the Color broadcast, that you will go and get yours so that we can reach what is called herd immunity. All right, we want to reach herd immunity so that as a global community, we are safe. We are safe, and we're better. All right. Come on in the chat room and let me know that you're here, and I'll shout out our LTC VIPs for the evening. But I want to remind you, every Tuesday when we're here, we're reading our quotes from Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then on Thursday, when I come back, we're reading the quotes for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Whatever you do with the Saturday quote is up to you. You might want to use it as a conversation starter. You might want to use it as a part of your meditation, however you use it, but just make sure that you use it. Yeah, as you're coming in the room, I really would love to see and hear as to whether or not you have already gotten your vaccine. If you're on the the waiting list, if you've signed up for it. I just sort of want to do a poll and see what the Let's Talk to Cutler family members are doing. All right. So again, I want to do a shout out for the VIPs for the evening. That's Rashida Oliver, Annie Cutler, Sonia Bailey, and of course a special hello to you, Mary Grace. It's always good to see you, my friend. All right, we're going to get started with the reading. And I have a few other things I'm going to ask you all to do this evening. All right. So you all stick with me, hang on and hang in there. We're going to talk about our quotes on March the 14th, 15th, and 16th. The quote for March the 14th says, "All you need is an audience of one. Keep telling your story and singing your song, even if no one seems to be listening." The crux of that is that all you need is an audience of one. Keep singing your song and telling your story, even if no one seems to be listening. In this moment of inspiration, you all, I want to remind us all that you have something very special inside of you. I hope that you all are going to share this message and share this conversation tonight, but you have something very special inside of you. So many times we look at others and we admire others, and without really knowing their story or knowing their journey, we hold them in high esteem and high regard. But for just a moment this evening, I want to remind you to put your eyes on you, put your eyes on yourself, and look inside your heart and look inside your soul. You did not come into this world, understand, you did not come into this world empty-handed. You didn't come into this world without having something that would propel you, something that would carry you, and something that you could use to help navigate life. You didn't come empty-handed. And that's really what it means to be able to say that I have a gift, or that one has been given a gift, to have something that will help you navigate through life. That's what a gift really is. And your gift will not look like, feel like, smell like, taste like, or sound like anybody else's, because your gift has your handprint, your fingerprint, and your imprint on it. There is no other gift that is like yours. I want you to understand that. And this quote, you all, and this quote is to remind you that you don't have to chase people down. This is where we're going. Hear me clearly. You don't have to chase people down to make them accept your gift. And I really had an aha moment as I was looking at this quote this evening, because I wanted to encourage the family and friends, all the passengers who are riding along the highway with me. Stop chasing people. Stop chasing people and trying to get them to accept your gift. Instead of chasing people, you chase purpose. Because I have discovered that when you walk in purpose, when you do what you're supposed to do, when you execute the gift that is within you, don't worry about it. The people will come. And your gift is no less valuable, no less powerful, no less influential, no less impactful, whether it is experienced by 1 or 1 million. Understand that the size of the audience does not validate or invalidate the gift that you have. The number of people in the crowd who experience your gift, that does not lessen the value of the thing that you have to offer. The scriptures tells us that our gift will make room for us and will bring us before great people. So you've got to trust and believe that whoever was meant to partake of your gift, whoever was intended to see you, to hear you, to experience the gift, they will see it, they will experience it, and they will hear it. Your value is not, and I said it earlier, but your value, you all, is not diminished by numbers. As long as you make a difference in one person's life, you are walking in purpose. Just one person. Make a difference in one person's life and you're walking in purpose. That's why I'm here. That's why I show up every Tuesday and every Thursday. I want to make a difference in at least one person's life. I want to be to someone what someone else was to me. That's why I'm here. That's why I invite you all to show up and be here with me every Tuesday and Thursday. I want to ascribe to the lyrics of the song that says, if I can help somebody, as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. And you all, it does not matter how many somebodies there may be, but if I can help somebody. So I want to encourage you all, keep telling your story. Keep singing your song. Keep dancing your dance. Keep painting the picture. Keep reciting the poem, even if it seems like no one is listening. Because all of those things are gifts. There's so many things. Do you not know that sometimes the sparkle in your eye is a gift? The dimple in your cheek that gives you the ability to smile in a way that some other people can't smile, those are gifts, you all. Those of you who are charismatic and can command a crowd at the drop of a dime, those are gifts. Then those of you who can listen and give sound advice and sound counsel, that is a gift. Sometimes the ability to sit and hear and allow others to pour out of themselves, that is a gift. You see, we're looking for gifts and talents so many ways because we only look at what we see in front of us. But again, I encourage us all tonight, don't just look at what we see in others, but look at what's inside of you. We didn't come into this world empty-handed, but we came with something that we could use to propel us and something that we could use to navigate through life. So keep telling your stories, keep executing those gifts. Why? Because just because people aren't responding, that doesn't mean that they don't hear you or see you. All right, I wanted to share that with you. I just that is based on our quote for March 14th from this book here, Billboards to Better, 366 Daily Sources of Motivation and Inspiration. But it is all about knowing that you have something of value down on the inside. All right. And don't, again, you don't have to chase numbers. Don't chase people, but chase purpose. Because I promise you, if you chase purpose, purpose will chase you. All right, let's go. Let's go on. Cutler, just stay there, stay even keeled and even toned. All right. So I want to go on to March 5th. Thank you all, so many of you, others of you who are joining in the chat this evening. It is always so good to have my fellow passengers on the highway with me. I say all the time, we want to be the most crowded car on the highway. And when our car becomes crowded, we're going to start a caravan, all right? Because we want people to be better. I'm going to the quote for March 15th. The quote for March 15th says, a believer's identification card will never work in the wallet of a counterfeit. A believer's identification card will never work in the wallet of a counterfeit. I want to read the little anecdote and then share my thoughts with you because I remember why I wrote this one. I remember where I was when I wrote it. I remember that moment of inspiration that I got for this particular quote. The anecdote says, a counterfeit can never duplicate your true essence or the totality of what defines and describes you as a child of God. Whether it's your name, the way you talk, the way you smile, or the way you treat people, a counterfeit can never duplicate your true essence or the totality of what defines you. And I know in this day and this age of technology and social media, I think about identity theft. I think about it. And I'm not talking about, though, from the perspective of someone stealing your social security card or your social security number and then parading around you. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about people who look at what you post. I'm talking about people who look at where you've been. They look at what you eat because you all know we post everything. Some of us do. And they look, they see what you like. And then they decide that they want to be like you. And I've seen people post their goals and their ambitions, their dreams and their hopes, their desires. And I've even seen people who try to exercise the power of positive thinking and the power of affirmation, and they post their affirmations. And people post this whole notion of what they name it and they claim it. And oh my goodness. So we post everything in this this era of social media. People post, even though in the good intentions, they try to speak things that are not as though they were. Good intentions. And they do all of this on social media. And they plan out, who they're going to marry and post it on social media, where they're going to live. They post that, what they are going to drive. They post all of that on social media. Meanwhile, there are other people who are tracking them, tracing them, trying to clone them. And I think it's true that imitation is certainly a form of flattery, but stalking and mimicking is something different. What I've discovered, you all, is that there's some things that just can't be duplicated. And I want to encourage us tonight. There's some things that can't be duplicated. So don't worry when it looks like people are trying to be you, trying to mock you, and trying to mimic you, because you can't duplicate character. You can't duplicate integrity, and you can't duplicate purpose. That's why the quote says a believer's identity card will never work in the wallet of a counterfeit. And I've had the occasion over the past few months to speak with people who were cautious about the stuff that they realized they should have been cautious about, but what they were cautious about, what they posted on social media. And some of them were upset because people stole their ideas. And I've had a chance to advise and to chat with them and to coach them. And let me just pause and say this, though. I'll just put this out as an aside, as it's what I call a little ancillary piece here. Let me pause and say this. Say to us, maybe we need to curtail how much stuff we post on social media, and then we wouldn't have to worry about people taking our ideas. All right? Just food for thought. I just wanted to put that out there. But again, I want to go back to those with whom I've spoken and people who I've coached who were concerned about having their ideas taken. And I coached them with this quote, this particular quote. And I reminded them that the one thing that will never work in the hands of a thief or a counterfeit is someone else's purpose. You don't have to worry about people stealing your purpose. They may steal your ideas and all of that kind of stuff, but they will never steal your purpose. People can steal your ideas, but they can't steal your integrity. They can steal your plans, but they can't steal your purpose. You all listen, you're going to reach who you reach. You're going to reach who you were intended to reach. You're going to influence who you were intended to influence. You're going to have an impact on the lives of those whom you were intended to have an impact. Yes, you are. So don't give a lot of energy to people who are evil and conniving and scheming and nefarious. Don't give a lot of energy to those people. Just don't do it. One of the ways that I navigate life is by not giving a lot of attention to negative people. I absolutely don't do it. I get it. Yes, we should learn to safeguard our intellectual property and our ideas. Yes, but don't worry about people tracking you on social media and trying to replicate what they see. They don't know the whole story. Even if they have similar ideas, they will never steal your purpose. Because purpose is what happens to you on your way to destiny. And while we're all going to better, that place is called better. And this ideal environment that's called better. Our journeys, do you all not know that we can be in the same car and still have different experiences? We can cross the finish line at the same time, but have different levels of enthusiasm and joy. Don't y'all worry. I just wanted to put that out there. In this day and age of social media, don't worry about people stealing your ideas. They will never steal your integrity. Don't worry about taking your plans. They will never take your purpose, because there's only one you and nobody can beat you at being you. Absolutely not. So be at ease. Be at ease, those of us who use social media. Don't worry, because the truth of what defines you doesn't show up on a screen. The truth of your story does not show up on a screen. That is why I said the identification card of a believer, it won't work in the wallet of a counterfeit, because while they want to be you and all of that stuff, They don't get to see your integrity. They don't get to see your character. They don't get to see your story. They don't get to see your struggles. Curtail what we post on social media, yes, but don't be concerned when people try to be you. Nobody would be you. Nobody would beat you at being you. Be encouraged. Forget the counterfeits. That is really the crux of our conversation for today. Forget the counterfeits. Don't even worry about them. Don't give them negative energy. All right, I want to go to March the 16th. I've got to get to March the 16th. And you all, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Many of you have met my two producers. I call them my triplets. You've met my two producers, Juan and Devin. Well, today is Juan's birthday. Today is his birthday, March the 16th. And I don't know if he's celebrating or if he's in the chat. I don't know right now. But I didn't want him here working or doing anything like that. So if you get a chance, just write in the comments, write happy birthday, Juan. So when he goes back, does the replay, he'll see it, and he will know that the Let's Talk the Cutler family thought about him, wanted to wish him our happy birthday greetings, because today, March 16th, is actually his birthday. So if you get a chance, just to write in the chats, happy birthday, Juan. Okay, I want to go to our quote for March the 16th. And it says, it's much more important to have a new life than a new start. It's much more important to have a new life than a new start. And I know those words may seem slightly baffling, but you all, have you ever heard people say, I seem to be going in circles, or I seem to keep going around the same mountain, or I've crossed this bridge before. When I was younger, you all, I used to wish and hope for the opportunity to start over. You know, if it was a test and I was in school, I wanted to be able to start over. Just different competitions, I wanted to be able to start over. I wanted to be able to set the clock and go back to the start line and start all over. But as I got older, and I hope a little more wiser, I discovered that starting over was doing me no good. You all hear me clearly. Starting over was doing me no good if I started each time with the same tools in my tool belt. If I started each time with the same weapons in my arsenal, it was doing me no good. Why? Because if the race is based on how much gas I have in my car, I'm only going to go the same distance each time because my gas tank is reset the same way. So I've discovered you all, that the start of each day, it does the same thing. The start of each day does the same thing. So then I was prone. If I start the same day with the same arsenal, I'm prone to make the same mistakes, suffer the same failures, go around the same mountain. So as I've gotten older and a little wiser, I realized that if I was going to go a little farther this time than I did yesterday, then I didn't need to just have my tank filled, but perhaps I needed another car or a new tank, or at least maybe a new grade of gas, right? Because I didn't need the same mindset each day. I didn't need the same ceiling set each day, because I would never go farther tomorrow than I went yesterday if I start each day with the same tools. So I want to share this with you all. And this may be reaching and stretching, but it is really true. It's what I did. It became my prayer that I didn't just want a new start, but I wanted a new life. I wanted to be able to enjoy successes each day that I never had the day before. I wanted to be able to conquer challenges that I never conquered before. I wanted to be able to overcome failures that kept trapping me every day. And I wanted to be able to defeat enemies that I never defeated. I didn't just want a new start, but I wanted a new life. I know it seems impossible, it seems strange, it seems crazy, it seems different. It doesn't matter that it seems impossible. It doesn't matter that it seems impossible, because I serve an impossibility handler. I serve the one who not only renews my strength, but he knows how to give me new life, not just new strength. He knows how to jumpstart my tomorrow so magnificently until I forget the failures of my yesterdays. My God. He knows how to redeem the tears of my past and turn them into victories today. We serve an impossibility handler. I know it sounded strange when I first started the conversation. You mean a new start, not a new life? No, a new life, not. No, I mean a new life. A new life. Because we serve the impossibility handler. You all listen. It is true. If we're doing the same thing and getting the same results, perhaps we need to do something different. Perhaps we're working with the same stuff. Perhaps it's time to ask God for some new stuff. Maybe we could just put that in the chat. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff. Maybe it's just time to ask God for some new stuff. Because like a kid on a Christmas morning or on a birthday, when you give a kid a gift, it's like the whole world has been reset and that kid is new all over. New stuff. Because if I get the new stuff, I get a new life. And with this new life, I get an opportunity for new successes. So each morning when I wake up, I'm going to share this with you all because, I got 1,800 seconds and I don't have many more, but I want to share this with you all. Each morning when I wake up, I don't just thank God for a new start, but I thank God for a new life. I see each day as a new life. New resources. Yes, I know new mercies, but I also thank Him for new victories. I know new mercies, but I also thank Him for new successes. I know each day gives me new mercies, but it also can give me new dreams. I know each day gives me new mercies, but it also gives me new possibilities. Why? Because it's just not a new start, it's a new life. Earlier this week, I was sharing and having a conversation in a different forum. Now we have something to give thanks for each day. Not just new mercies, but a new life. Not just a new start, but every day is a new life. Because I'm not breathing the same air. I'm breathing new air. And I'm not living in the same possibilities, but I'm living with new possibilities. You all, thank you so much for sharing this space with me for this past 1,800 seconds. Again, I want to close out by reading this book. Not the book, but I want to close by reading this poem in my second book, Thoughts Keep Flowing. And the title of this poem is Keep Your Stuff. Keep your stuff. All right. I hope that you all have enjoyed this conversation as much as I've enjoyed your being here. Simply your being here encourages me. I want to thank you for that. I really do. So let's read Keep Your Stuff. Life gives us stuff like gumballs and snowballs, snowfalls and melts, snowflakes and milkshakes, and God knows what else. Attitude and aptitude as the altitude goes higher. Run away, no time to pray because my soul is on fire. Life gives us moonbeams and simple things like red, white, and blue. What's on my mind? I've got no time. There's too much to do. Intensity is killing me. There's music in my head. I can't protest, can't stop to rest. There's so much to be said. Forget the shame and ignore the pain. There is a way to win. Stay in the race, pick up the pace. A crown is at the end. Hold on to your stuff. And might I add, hold on to your new stuff. Thank you all for sharing these past 1,800 seconds with me. This is Cutler on the Let's Talk to Cutler program. Make sure you share this channel, share this, and tell people to join us here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock. And until we meet again, let's keep doing what we do. Let's keep building community, maintaining connectivity, stay safe, stay sane, keep your heads up and keep your hopes up, and go out there and get vaccinated. All right, I was going to say get vaccine, but no, get vaccinated. Bless you all. Again, happy birthday to one of the triplets, my friend Juan, my producer, my brother. Thank you so much for, hey, being a part of the new start that God gives me and our other producer and triplet, Devin. We're so thankful for you. And the whole Let's Talk to Cutler family is doing this shout out to you today, my friend. Happy birthday. Hey, you all, I'll see you Thursday. All right, take care. Bye-bye. From my heart to yours, much love.